Good morning, good evening, wonderful people. I'm here today trying to tell you about lions and what you don't know about lions, characteristics of lions and everything like that. My name is Zahid Hassan from Talks Media TV. Lions are truly remarkable creatures that rightfully carry name King of the Jungle. They got nicknamed thanks to the fact that they are strong and powerful and have a majestic appearance. But there are also lots of other things that make them so special. This is why we decide to bring you 10 amazing facts you didn't know about lions. Number 1. Lions usually sleep from 16 to 20 hours per day. Number 1. Lions usually sleep from 16 to 20 hours per day. This is what you call a life of royalty, don't you? At least for someone not sleeping for a long period of time and still be able to be active and very strong. That shows that lion is a very, very strong animal. Number 2. Lions live in a group known as a pride. Each pride has a leader and can have up to 15 members. That's nice to know. Can have up to 15 members. That means lions, they have groups. They have what they call a pride, like a family, and they can be like 15 members in the family. That's nice. That's nice. Lioness are the ones that do most of the hunting. Male lions patrol the area and protect the pride. Yeah, so like humans that we guys go out to cater for our family, the lioness are the ones that go out to find food for the family and everything, while the male lions secure the area where the female ones are. That's very strange and unique. Lions' lifespan also doubles in captivity in nature. They live from 10 to 15 years, while in captivity they can live almost 30 years. So when you train a lion when you train a lion in the house or you train a lion in the zoo, it can live up to 30 years. But when the lion inside the wilderness or in the bush or in the nature, it's only have the lifespan of 15 years. Wow. These are some things that you need to know about your animals. That is really, really important and crucial. That's nice. Lions are one of the fastest land animals. Lions are one of the fastest land animals. They can run at a speed of 50 minutes per hour and 80.5 kilometers. That's very, very amazing. This is an amazing fact that is really shocking, that is really, really neat, that someone needs to know. This is really, really shocking. An adult lion is required to eat 10 and 15 pounds of meat to satisfy his daily need for food. Wow. So an average lion can eat like 10 to 15 pounds of food to satisfy himself in everything. That's very, very strange and very unique. These are the things you never knew about lions that really existed. You just see them as mere animals roaming the bush and everything like that. Wow. This is really, really strange and everything. Very funny stuff. These are the things you need to know about your animals. There's some things that are going on about animals that we don't know. We just see them roaming about the streets and everything like that. Or you see a lion in the zoo world, or you go to a zoo, you see a lion, you be like, a lion. It only pursues animal. It only eats flesh and blood. That's the only thing we know about lions. Lion's roar is so mighty strong that it can be heard from a distance of 5 miles, which is very, very nice and very, very great. While they now mostly inhabit in Africa, lions also lived in Europe, the Middle East, the North American in the past. But currently, lions majorly live in Africa now, Africa to precise. But you can still see few of them in the Europe, Middle East, and North America in the past. When they walk, lions do not touch the ground with their toes. When lions walk, they walk majestically, that they do not touch the ground with their toes. They just walk majestically because they are the king of the jungle, just as we said of Israel. That's nice. And the most surprising of them all, although lion is called king of the jungle, lions don't live in the jungle. They actually live in the grassland and plains. They live in the grassland and plains. They live in where people don't majorly think they might be, majorly where there are much grass and everything. These are where you can majorly find lions, which is quite strange and impressive, So welcome back with us. I'm here to tell you the kind of types of lions that exist also. We have different kind of lions, but I'm going to tell you wild range of lions and different kind of lions you can see now, apart from the one I've told you before. So let me just try to briefly explain some things about lion. The lion is at the top of the food chain. Its imposing size, strength, and roar make it a difficult opponent to overcome with the ecosystem. Despite this, however, there are still some lives in danger of extinction or they have died off entirely. So right now, I'm just going to tell you the list and types of lions that exist, which you might not know. Types of lions that exist. At present, there is one type of surviving lion, Panthera leo, Panthera leo, from which 7 lion subspecies, from which 7 lion subspecies derive. Some lions species become extinct thousands of years ago, while others have disappeared as a result of humans. Additionally, it's important to know that all sovereign lions specified are in fact in danger of extinction. This number, however, corresponds to lions belonging to cat family. But did you know that there are also types of sea lions? As for their marine animals, there are 7 genera of sea lions made up of several species. Now that you know how many types of lion there are in the world, so there are so just tell you much about lions that you need to know, that some people might not even know, but which we know and we wish to share with you right here on Talks Media TV. Thanks for staying with us. Lion species classifications. Before we begin with the complete list of lion species, their characteristics, let's take a look at the roots. Panthera leo is species from which all subspecies descend. The Red List of International Union of Conservation of Nature only recognize a species, and Panthera leo persica and Panthera leo as the only subspecies. However, other taxonomic lists such as ITIS identify more varieties. So other organizations might recognize more other lions, but right now these are the 2 lions that they usually recognize. Where do lions live? Lions live in the herbs and inhabit the grasslands, savannas, and jungles of Africa. These herbs are generally composed of 1 or 2 males or several female lions, live an average of 7 years, and are considered king of the jungle. Due to its unmatched on hunting captives, lions are carnivorous animals that feed on antelopes, zebras, etc. Female lions are responsible for hunting and keeping the herd well fed. Female lions are the one responsible for keeping the home well fed. So this is what the female lion are responsible for, before you need to forget that. So welcome back. As I was saying earlier, I was talking to you about the Katanga lion. Among the types of lions and their characteristics, we have the Katanga lion, also referred to as the Southwest Panthera leo. This lion is a subspecies that is capable of reaching up to 280 kilograms in weight. As for the appearance, the Katanga lion stands out for its characteristics: sand-colored thick hand, imposing mane. The outermost area of the mane can appear in combinations of light brown, coffee colored, which is quite strange that you can't just get anywhere. That's something nice about the lion that you need to know that you might not have known elsewhere before. Now, number 2, let me tell you about another lion that you might not know about. Let me bring it down for you. We call this the Congo lion. The Congo lion is the Panthera leo azandica, also known as the Central African lion. Is a lion subspecies distributed along the plains of Africa continent, especially in Uganda and Republic of Congo. So you can find this lion in the Republic of Congo and the Republic of Uganda. The Congo lion is characterized by its measurement of between 2 meters to 50 centimeters. In addition, the lion's subspecies can weigh between 150 and 190 kilos. Male Congo lions are recognized by their dark characteristics, maneless, leafy than over lion varieties. It's four-colored and range between sand and dark brown. So the lion can be found in dark brown colors, which is quite exciting. So just stay tuned as we bring you more news and more thoughts about lions which you might not know. We also have the Transvaal lion. The Panthera lion, more commonly known as the River the Transvaal lion, is known from South Africa. This South African lion is a variety from southern part of Africa and is considered the sister lion to the Katanga lion. Male Transvaal lion species can reach up to 2 meters and 50 centimeters in length, which is quite massive. That's quite massive to be in a lion. Yeah. Although they have the typical sand color in fur and rare white lions from varieties, this white lion is beautiful. Although they have the typical sand color in fur, they are rare white lions from these varieties. The white lion is a mutation of urinary, and the white for appearance is a result of received gene. Despite their noticeable beauty, the white lion is variable in wild, especially because its light color is difficult to camouflage in the savannah. So this lion is difficult to camouflage in the savannah. If it wants to go and hunt for its prey, it will be easily spotted. So it has to find somewhere dark to hunt for its prey and everything like that. That's interesting. Barbary lion. The Barbary lion is Panthera leo, is a subspecies that became extinct around 1942. There are, however, some specimens that can be found in zoos, such as those found in Rabbit, Morocco, and crossing with other lion species. The types of lions are pure Barbary lions and individuals. According to record, this subspecies will be one of the largest characteristics. This subspecies will be one of the largest characteristics by a large and lush mane. They live in the both savanna and African jungles. They live in the savanna and African jungles, which is quite rare. Again, the East African lion. The East African lion is something that you need to know about. Another type of the lion that exists is the Panthera leo nubica. It can also become the Panthera leo nubica, also recognized as the East African lion. Its body is ranging between an average of the lion species. This is between 150 to 200 kilos. The male of this subspecies has an abundant and darker mane than other lions subspecies. We also have the Asiatic lion. The Asiatic lion is Panthera leo. is native to India, although today it can be found in zoos, reserves in various parts of the world. This variety is smaller than the other types of lions and has a lighter coat with reddish mane in the males. Asiatic lions is currently among the types of the lions in the danger of extinction. So this lion is quite dying little by little. They are no more existent. They are no more in existence. We just have little portion of this lion still available, mainly due to the reduction of their habits, poaching and rivalry with inhabitation of their environments. because of the environment, the civilization of it that's going on in the environment every day. These lions have nowhere to stay anymore, because everywhere they were once there before has now turned to a large sum of city, which has changed the environment and everything. So the little ones that exist are just in the little bush still existing. These are the global changes that are taking place and are making the lions disappear day by day. West African lion. We have the West African lion, also known as the Panthera leo, Senegalese or lion of West Africa. This lion subspecies lives in the packs and measures about 3 meters, including its tail. This lion subspecies lives in the packs and measures about 3 meters, including its tail. This variety is in danger of extinction due to the poaching and city expansion, decreasing the amount of prey available. As the city is expanding day by day, it's decreasing the amount of prey available. It's decreasing the amount of food available for this lion. So definitely this lion is now trying to just manage and struggling to exist. This is why this lion is now decreasing and decreasing. So these are the things you need to know. Stick with us here on Talks Media TV. We got more information for you about the creatures you do not know. The things you don't know about the lions, we tell you. And we still got other animals in stock that we're going to derive and show live to you here on Talks Media TV. Stay with us. We also have the endangered lion. All types of lions are considered valuable in danger of extinction over the years. Population in the wild have declined and birds in captivities are scarce. If you ask me, why are lions endangered? The most common threats to lions and lion suspicions include expansion of commercial regulation areas and reduces lions' natural habits, decrease in species for lions to feed on, introduction of other species or rivalry with other predators for prey, poaching, expansion of agriculture and livestock, war and military conflicts in the lion's habits. So we do have war that takes place in the bush, in the forest, that also make the lions run elsewhere and find other place to stay and everything like that. We also have the black lion. The Panthera leo melanogaster, referred to the more commonly as black lion or cap lion, is a subspecies that was declared extinct in 1860 before the disappearing of the completely. This lion species inhabited the southern west of South Africa. Little is known about this lion species except that they weighed between 150 to 250 kilos and lived alone. Contrary to common lion packs today, the males had a black mane, hence their name. The black lion disappearing from Africa continent during English colonization as a result of human attack. Despite its extinctions, lions in Kalahari region are considered to give a genetic load from the black lion species, which is quite strange. So, majorly because of the war that happened back then, some of these lions came and they moved to other countries. They come through. When this thing was happening, some of these lions came through from other species of the world and came to Europe, went to the other parts of the world. So this is the reason why these lions cease to exist. Again, some other types of lions we don't know is the Eurasian cave lion. The Panthera leo, also referred to as the Eurasian cave lion, was a species that was found in the Liberian Peninsula, England and Alaska. These lions it inhabited an Earth during 2.60 million years ago. Evidence of its existence lies in cave paintings from 30 years ago and fossils. In general, its characteristics were similar to those of the current lion, between 2.5 and 3 meters long and 200 kilometers in weight. Primitive cave lion. We also have the primitive cave lion. The primitive cave lion, Panthera leo fossil, is another type of lion that becomes extinct during the Pleistocene, and this lion species used to reach up to 2.50 meters long and live in Europe. It is part of the oldest extinct feline fossils found in the world. These lions are one of the ones that are real rare and hard to find. Interesting. So this is not just about telling you about different stories and everything. This is about narrating the stories to you guys, to bringing the story to you guys, to making you connect deep with the animals and how they exist and how they do not exist again. Because we live in a world where things are globally expanding day by day. So just stay with me. I'll give you more gists and information about different kind of animals. So again, we have the American lion. The American lion, Panthera leo atrox, also known as the American lion, was distributed throughout North America. Many believe this occurred when it arrived through the Bering Strait before the continental drift occurred. Additional records imply that the American lion may have been the largest lion species in history, have measured almost up to 4 meters in length, and it weighs up to between 350 and 400 kilos. This lion weighs up to 300 to 400 kilos, which is quite massive and quite much more big than which you might expect. According to the cave paintings found, it was really like the male was scarce. It's appearing during the mass megafauna extinction, which occurred in Quantum. These are histories that you might not know and you might not get elsewhere, just only on Talks Media TV. Lions are carnivorous. Lions are carnivorous. This means that they like meat. They eat many different kinds of animals known as the prey. Lions can eat a lot. Male lions will eat an average of 7 kilograms of food a day, and lioness 4.5 kilograms of food a day. Both are capable of eating up to 15% of their body weight during just one meal. For a meal, that's the same as 70 cans of cat food. Lions are well known for being greedy and will hunt animals even when they are not hungry. When tucking into a juicy zebra, if another animal comes near, the lion will often forget about that kill in its eagerness to catch some more food. So that means lions can be pretty kind of greedy. So this is what you really need to know. That's really out there. Lions can run very fast with a maximum speed of 60 kilometers per hour compared to the cheetah's 97 kilometers per hour. They are pretty slow, plus they can't run for very long without getting out of breath. Because of this, lions need to clever hunters. By stalking their prey, they are able to get as close as possible before the chase begins. Very slowly crunching near to the ground, lions creep as near to their victims as possible, making sure they haven't been seen. Lions can run very fast with a maximum speed of 60 kilometers per hour Compared to the cheetah, they are pretty slow, plus they can't run for very long without getting out of breath. Because of this, lions need to clever hunters. By stalking their prey, they are able to get as close as possible before the chase begins. Very slowly, crunching near to the ground, lions creep as near to their victim as possible, making sure they haven't been seen or heard. They can then jump on an animal very quick, taking it by surprise. So they love taking animals by surprise that you won't know that they are coming. You just come in surprise and take the animal, which is quite right and quite awesome. So these are the things that you really need to know about lions that are real strange, and you can't just get out of there like that. When hunting smaller animals, lions will often ankle tape their prey by clapping an animal's ankle from behind while it's walking or running. The lion aims to trip it up, making it easier to catch larger animals are brought to the ground by jumping on their backs. This is usually when the bigger, stronger male lions decide to join. This is usually when the bigger, stronger male lion decides to join in. Although lions are able to hunt animals, which is quite nice, it can be much easier to have a little help when hunting in a group, which lions has its own place. Just like a football team, they will choose to be in either a left, right, or center position. If stalking is too difficult, a group of lions may decide to ambush their prey instead. They might decide to ambush their prey, which means like 5 or 4 groups of lions can hunt a single prey, so that the catching of the prey can be really easy and really fast. Running very quickly as the animal forces it to run towards other lions or into bushes where it will be trapped. Working together like this means that the lions are much likely to catch their prey. Lions have been known to climb trees and jump on top of unsuspecting elephants as they walk underneath. Even though lions do most of these huntings, while the males just sit and watch. Once an animal has been caught, it's the males that are always forced to feed. Once the animals have been caught, it's the males that usually forced to feed. Lions are good at working together to catch their prey, but they are terrible at sharing. Even though lions do most of the hunting while the males just sit and watch, once an animal has been caught, it's the males that are always forced to feed. Lions are good to working together to catch their prey, but they are terrible at sharing and will fight over their food, often similar. Weak lions. Weaker lions go hungry, while the other try to be quiet now. You know I'm doing something now. Even though the lioness do the most of the hunting, while the lions just sit and watch. Once an animal has been caught, it's males that are always forced to feed. Lions are good at working together to catch their prey, but they are terrible at sharing and will fight over their food. Often smaller, weaker lions go hungry, while the other are forced to have their fill. Depending on the size of the kill, they may not get anything at all. So the small lions may not get anything to eat, while the huge and big lions have the better feel and everything of the meal, which is quite interesting, very interesting and very strange. Lions are also scavengers and will happily steal food from other animals or eat leftovers after a kill. So this means that when the carnivores have caught prey, lions will often bully them into giving up their meals. This doesn't also work with hyenas though, who also live in the family group called a clan. If their there are more hyenas than lions, often they get to hold on their food. Even the biggest clan of the hyenas is not match for a male lion tough. The king of the jungle always wins. Lions don't normally drink a lot of water. Wow. So for you to know, lions don't normally drink a lot of water. They really love feeding on flesh majorly, but often make choose to live near rivers, streams, and water holes. This is not because they are thirsty, but because they know prey animals will come to drink sooner or later. Wow, this is quite interesting. They know what other animals want to come and eat or drink water later. This is the major reason they love to live near streams. They can lay patiently in wait until dinner time. Areas with a lot of water often flood, so lions literally have to jump in at the deep end of the catch their food because swimming is such good exercise. These lions are often very large and muscular, just like Olympic swimmers. So these lions are always giant and muscular, just like Olympic swimmers. Wow, this is something nice you really need to know. Something nice and something you really need to know. So just stay tuned to us and we'll give you much more due. So just keep on with us while we're on Animal Plus. So hope you're enjoying all the gist we are giving to you, bringing down to you how lions, how they eat, how they feed, where they live, the group they live in, everything like that. Hope you are enjoying all the gist we are bringing to you right here. So just keep learning more from us, and we'll make sure that we keep on giving you the best of everything. So stay tuned to us. We'll see you next time. I remain your humble host, Zahid Hassan on Talks Media TV. See ya.